What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Brian, and this is The Ascended Man. Go ahead and hit subscribe, bro. If you're not subscribed yet, I don't know why not, because I'm dropping heat every single day, trying to provide as much value as possible. Now, I know there is a ton of information out there, like which workout routine is the best, how do I get jacked and shredded, and how do I do this over the long period of time? Like, what is the right routine? Because everybody's saying that their workout routine is the best. And honestly, it is very confusing. I get it, you know, but I've got my notes here with me today because I'm going to give you the workout routine that I felt really worked really well for me. And this is a 3-day split. It's a full body routine. But the thing you got to understand about all this is building a well-sculpted physique like you guys want takes time. And I understand a lot of you guys don't necessarily want to be walking around looking like a fitness model. You just want to be in good shape, and you're not sure which one to follow. So I'm going to give you a few different options, but first I'm going to dive into the full body routine. But before I do, I've got to make this point. This has to hit hard. Your nutrition is going to be 80% of your results. 80% of the results that you get or you don't get is going to be tied to your nutrition. So it's got to be dialed in, right? You've got to be getting really your body weight in protein. At the end of the day, get your body weight in protein. And as far as your carbs and your fats, look, there's ChatGPT for that. I don't need to go over that, but I want to make this as actionable as possible. So the workout routine, the 3-day split, full body. Basically, you're hitting every muscle group and you're focusing on compound movements. You're going to do 3 days, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Okay. Monday is going to be incline dumbbell press, 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps. You're going to do barbell squats, dumbbell chest supported row, 3 sets of 8 to 12. You're going to do seated or lying leg curls, 3 sets of 8 to 12, dumbbell curls, 3 sets of 8 to 12, and then dumbbell overhead extensions, 3 sets of 8 to 12. Now, I should have told you this before I started listing it off, but go ahead and pause the video and grab something to write with, your notes or a notepad or your phone or whatever. Now, Wednesday is going to be more of the mid and lower chest, hamstrings, and glutes. So you're going to do barbell bench press, 3 sets of 4 to 6. You're going to do Romanian deadlifts, 3 sets of 6 to 8. You're going to do lat pull downs, 3 sets of 8 to 12. You'll do walking lunges, 3 sets of 6 to 10. And then you're going to do behind the body cable lateral raises, 3 sets of 10 to 15 reps. And then you're going to do reverse crunches, 3 sets of 15 to 20. So that's going to be Wednesday. And then Friday is going to be mainly the front part of the shoulders, the lats, and quads. So that's going to be seated dumbbell shoulder press, 3 sets of 8 to 12, dumbbell row, 3 sets of 8 to 12, hip thrusts, 3 sets of 10 to 15, leg extensions, 3 sets of 10 to 15, standing calf raises, 3 sets of 15 to 20, or you can do them seated if you don't have a standing option. And then you're going to do reverse cable flies, 3 sets of 10 to 15. Now, this is a great workout routine. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you can do it. And if you're going to do it, stick to it give it at least 8 weeks. There's no reason to really switch up a routine more often than 8 weeks at a time. You got to give yourself time to adjust. You got to give your body time to adjust. So it's really important to remember that. But generally how I'll do it is like this workout routine, for example, I will do this for, maybe 8 to 12 weeks, and then I'll switch it up. Some other ideas you can do is you can do a push-pull legs routine. So push, pull, legs, push, pull, legs. That's 6 days a week, 1 day of rest. Now, push exercises, right? That's going to be shoulder, chest, and triceps, right? Pull is going to be like back. It's going to be biceps. And I guess that's pretty much it for that. And then legs, right? So lower body. And you can alternate it like that. Another way you can do it as well is you can do, you could do chest all one day. You could do back one day. You could do arms one day. You could do shoulders one day. legs, and then you can sprinkle in a little bit of abs at the end of each workout. So there's many different ways to skin a cat, but the first program that I gave you that was more detailed, a 3-day full body split. Another routine that I like as well would be back and try on Monday, legs on Tuesday, chest and bi on Wednesday, shoulders and traps on Thursday, and then abs on Friday. I usually throw 1 day of yoga in there. So I know that was a lot, but these are just some different options for you. And this is basically what I'll do is every 8 to 12 weeks, I switch up my workout routine. And it just keeps the body guessing, right? And as far as cardio goes, this is my best piece of advice for cardio. If you are trying to bulk up and put on size, you don't need to run. You don't need to do anything like that, right? It just depends on the goal. If you are skinny and you're trying to put on size, you need to be in a caloric surplus, okay? You don't need to be doing a bunch of cardio. Just walking is fine. 8 to 10,000 steps a day. If you can do that. If you're trying to lose weight, you need to hit at least 10,000 steps a day. And I encourage you to do a cardio session at the end of your workout start with 20 minutes. Stairmaster or incline treadmill walk. Now, I would say the incline treadmill walk is probably going to be your best bet. Incline treadmill walk for 20 to 30 minutes, starting out at least, 3 times a week, depending on how aggressive you want to get. And with that, you want your heart rate to be in a fat burning zone, which is going to be 130 beats per minute range. If you have a Fitbit, an Apple Watch, a Whoop or something like that, you can track it with. But that's how you're going to do the cardio. But, bro, at the end of the day, if there is a kind of cardio that you like, do it. For years, I was a runner. I used to love trail running and, running outside. I would run, 2 to 3 miles 5 days a week. And it is a beat down on your body. You have to make sure you're stretching. But I did it because I actually liked it. I enjoyed doing it. But I was still lifting as well. And there's a lot of people that say, oh, you can't run and, be and have muscle and be in shape. Like, no, it's not true. Because I was always pretty lean and I would still run. But as long as you're eating enough, as long as you're stretching, as long as you are still doing weight training at least 4 to 5 days a week, you're still going to have muscle. So it's okay. But yeah, for you guys that are trying to lose weight, incline treadmill walk. Just get your steps in. Get at least 10,000 steps in. And make sure you just clean up your nutrition. Your diet is going to be the biggest thing, like I said. And, like screw what society says. Oh, you have to do it like this. You have to do it like that. That's too much. The more you put into anything, the more you're going to get out of it. The more you put into your body, your business, the more you put into your relationships, the more you're going to get out of it. So anyway, that's really all I have. And as far as, training abs goes, you can do 1 day dedicated to abs, or you can do abs 3 days a week, or you can train abs every day. Basically, the moral of the story is there are many different ways to skin a cat. There's a lot of different routines that you can do, but hopefully you took notes today and got some insight. And if you only got one takeaway from this video, remember that nutrition is 80% of it. And the number one full body routine is going to be the one that I mentioned at the beginning. So you do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But anyway, I know there's a lot of information out there, but this video right here, this is really all that you need. And as far as nutrition goes, cut out all the crap in your diet. 80% of what you're eating is going to be clean food. So whole food. So like chicken, beef, salmon, maybe some high quality rice, sweet potatoes, vegetables. Try to stick to as close to nature as possible and limit as much processed food as you can. But I don't expect you guys to be perfect with a diet. Just at least got to be 80% on point. If you're not at least 80%, then you're not going to get the results that you want. So that's all that I can really say about that. I wish you the best, man. And if you want some more help, if you want like a personalized program, a personalized plan, I can help you with that as well. I was a certified personal trainer for over a decade. I still do a little bit of that. And I also do coaching as well. reach out to me. My email is in the video description. It's also in my bio. Shoot me an email. We'll set up a call. We'll come up with a game plan for you personally. And yeah, but otherwise, love you guys. Catch you later. Peace.